is a war being waged between President Trump, who, after the election, accused our intelligence services of politicizing the report about Russian interference in our election to hurt him. And now, clearly, members of the intelligence service are pushing back by releasing information to news services about these contacts between the Trump campaign and the Russians. And if these reports are true, perhaps withholding information from him. Listen, this is not good for the United States, but clearly the intelligence services are watching Trump and his advisors withhold information from the American public. They watched for 14 days as the Trump administration did not reveal to the American public what they knew, which was that Michael Flynn had conversations with the Russians, and they are taking matters into their own hands.
Taking matters into their own hands. There you have it. Democrat Senator Chris Murphy of Connecticut openly admitting February 2017 that he was quite aware that the FBI, CIA, NSA, and God only knows who else were taking matters into their own hands. Good God. And he was not just okay with it, he was glad it was happening. He was watching in real time an actual bloodless coup taking place, and he was all for it. The crimes are many. And one has to wonder, did people like Senator Murphy commit crimes in the name of Trump colluded with the Russians and he must be stopped? Did he? I'm waiting for the federal strike force to start executing search warrants. Hopefully they will. Hopefully they'll do it at dawn with dozens of agents sporting black boots and night vision. You know, like they did when they attacked Roger Stone's house at, 5 in the morning? Which, by the way, never turned up any evidence of any crime. Not that I'm aware of. No, it was just the kind of scare tactics jackbooted thugs like to thrive on. Oh, yeah, intimidate your enemies. So the crimes. Let's look at those. Conspiracy to defraud the United States. False statements to federal authorities. Violations of the Federal Election Campaign Act. Wire fraud, obstruction of justice, computer fraud, sedition, treason, and FISA violations just thrown in for fun. And this is nowhere near a complete list of possible charges that could be coming sometime soon. Look, we don't need some long, winding special prosecutor nonsense. We need a federal grand jury seated someplace like, say, the free state of Florida to start hearing evidence and then start meting out justice in big doses. Stephen Miller, he lays out the case against all the co-conspirators involved in attacking President Donald Trump. He did this yesterday. Pay attention.
The Russia collusion hoax against President Trump remains the single greatest hoax and the greatest assault on our democracy in the history of this country. There's no comparison. There's no parallel to anything else. It was a coup. And I'm using that term literally. It was a coup to overthrow a democratically elected government, a coup carried out by the intelligence apparatus of this country, by the deep state, by Hillary Clinton and the Democrat Party.